All right, we will see if this works better. So I am sorry to do that to everyone. Every now and then we have a bad internet day. So hello and welcome. We are back. We have established that it is sunny everywhere. So it's good to have you guys here this morning. My name is Mary Wilson. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. Yay! Yeah, Leah, we're back. Pretty to explore at least. Your kids were definitely enjoying it. So I'm just going to share our books this week. It's a heavy picture book week because my 6-year-old was ill for the first part of it, and then I was not feeling well. So we did a lot of just sitting on the sofa and reading picture books. Not to mention, you all have inspired and rejuvenated our homeschool a lot, sharing books. And I feel like I have relaxed and allowed that to be a main topic for us again, where I used to love to sit and read with my kids for hours, and I started allowing that to slip as I started feeling so much pressure to do the math facts and get the worksheets done and get to writing. And I've allowed myself to move back in to just seeing the beauty and the value of a good hour on the sofa. And if we don't get to some of the other stuff, I'm okay with it. So there's a lot of books coming. Yeah, thanks, Emma. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked the math scope. Hopefully I'll do some more math scopes. I worry about doing it. I'm not real creative in math. I'm a very traditional, but I do have some strong feelings on certain things like giving kids multiplication charts so you can keep going. All right, let's start with a Cork and Fuzz. I'm going to just show them all because this is one of those early chapter book that I haven't had in the house for a long time. But Cork and Fuzz, I'll just hold up one. There's so many of those. Yeah, Leah, it can if we let it. I just feel like sometimes I forget and I get caught up in the wrong things. Cork and Fuzz are great. And the reason that these will now always be near and dear to my heart is that this is the first book series that my 6-year-old has just tackled. He is infatuated with Cork and Fuzz. I read him one and he said, I love Cork and Fuzz. And he can read them. And when we went to the library the other day, there were a bunch on hold. And he was so excited to get his books on hold. And he got in the car and just started reading them. And he came and he told me how this one was the swimming lesson, Mom. And this is the first time that Cork could make it to Fuzz's house because he learned to swim. And anyway, it's just one of those moments that will go down in our homeschool history. Yeah, Cork and Fuzz. It's kind of along the same lines as like Mr. Putter and Tabby and Mudge. Come on, Henry and Mudge and Annie and Snowball, like all of that. The author is Dory Chachanis. I'm going to put it up. There it is. Oh, Poppleton. Okay, yeah, all of those early readers. So it's Dory Chachanis, and these are all from our library, and they're very simple. They are technically, I don't know what leveled, this is technically a level 3, but I find that some level 3s are harder than other ones. So I'll just show you the writing. So this is the writing. So he's definitely in a story, and he's writing. Oh, so is there different authors? All of these are Dory Chachanis. So it's perfect for where he is. And of course I still read them to him if he wants, but he's so excited to go to bed and read his own story. And we had another big homeschooling moment, and I know everyone knows the book I'm about to share. Oh, here's more. I mean, there's so many Cork and Fuzz. I have them all over the place. I know, Amy, this is totally changed our winter. Winter is usually when we kind of start sinking into the pit of homeschooling despair. And instead, we're like on a roll. We're like on fire, but it's the books. I know you all know this book, everybody. But we have another magical moment. And we started a year ago trying to read this series to my boys. We have not let them see all the movies because this is my favorite series ever. I read this to my class when I was a teacher. Love it. And my husband decided to start these with the boys again. It's a year later because they really just, they weren't It wasn't grabbing him. It almost broke my heart when we started reading it to him last year, and they really didn't care. Well, he started again this week, and they are now 6.5 and 9. They are going nuts. I mean, going nuts. He said last night, I wasn't home because I was at my Lord of the Flies book club. And, oh, they're so good. And he said they made him read 3 chapters. They would not let him stop. My son was jumping around the bedroom, waving a magic wand in the air. My 6-year-old is like, I love Hagrid, Daddy. I love Hagrid. So yeah, we just had to retry. So if you've tried it with your kids, oh, Emma, that's so sad, and they haven't gotten into it, maybe try again. For me, it is my favorite series. I have been to Harry Potter World. Thank goodness my 13-year-old wanted that as her Christmas present, because then I got an excuse to go, and it was magical. That's all I have to say about that. Unreal. Okay, let's get through the rest of these books. The only nonfiction we got to for our Antarctica was Scott of the Antarctic, and this is the Heinemann Library, which I really like these. Scott of the Antarctic, the Heinemann First Library. They just have like a perfect amount of information for younger kids. So this one was about an explorer. He was actually the second person to make it to the South Pole. So this one was really good. Wait until I'm done. Give me 5 minutes. Harry Potter World is in Orlando, Florida. It is part of Universal Studios. There is a Diagon Alley is in one of the theme parks, and Hogwarts is in the other. And of course, the Hogwarts Express connects them. Okay, Crunch Munch. This one is full of, I need an excuse to go to that one, Leah. This one is full of great onomatopoeia. So if you're looking to do onomatopoeia with your kids, this is all the sounds that animals make when they are eating. So it's great if you want to do onomatopoeia and just read and have some fun. So Crunch Munch is that one. All right, this was a really cute one, and kind of has to even do with Julie's scope yesterday about working and the ideas we sometimes have. It kind of had a deeper meaning than just a children's picture book, but it's called What Do You Do with an Idea? And it is by Kobe Yamanda, right here, Kobe Yamanda. And this little egg represents the idea. And the idea shows up one day for this little boy. One day he has an idea, and it's just there, and he's not sure what to do with it. And the idea keeps following him. So even though he kind of tries to forget about it, the idea keeps following him around. And people keep looking at it and kind of pointing about it, and he kind of ignores it, but he realizes there's something magical about his idea because he feels better about everything when his idea is around, even though other people are criticizing it. And it is pretty illustrations. It's black and white pencil. So it shows people like laughing at it. And then, of course, in the end, when he allows his idea to spring forth in his mind, we have this beautiful picture of it springing forth. And then everything in the world becomes color. So yeah, I'll show you the front again. So it kind of had like, yeah, it was a little bit deeper of a kid's book. What do you do with an idea? And it's by Kobe, I'm sorry, I can't read that backwards. Yamada. So that one was really cute. Okay, this is just a very nice story. Very peaceful when snow lay soft on the mountain. So yeah, it was a good book, the idea one. And this is just a sweet story of a girl who lives in the mountains, and when it's snowy, and she just wants a doll. And she talks all about this doll that she wants, and she does end up getting it for Christmas. It was just a sweet story to read. And this is by Patricia Hermes. Okay. This one had cool illustrations. This one is called Blue on Blue, and it is by Diana White up at the top, so I can show that because it's all together. And it's about a thunderstorm rolling in, and the colors in the sky. And I enjoy the illustrations in this one. So streaming, gushing, racing, rushing, rain on rain on rain. Oh, good. I'm glad you've got some new ideas to put into that library site. They're all on my blog if you miss any. My blog is notbefore7.com. So easy to find. It's the same as my Periscope handle. But it's all about a rainstorm coming and then the sun coming back in. Again, you can see the small amount of words. It was nice because, again, with my little early reader, he could read it or I could read it to him. This one was kind of interesting. It's called Follow the Line Around the World. Yeah, I liked the illustrations in that last one too. This one, the uniqueness about this illustration is it's one line that makes all the illustrations in the whole book. Yeah, we can try. Just wait a second. So this line comes in and all of the black outlines are made with the same line. So you can follow that line and see how it connects to the elephant, to the next one. And it goes through the whole book. And then we have fun guessing. It said, turn the page and see what swims in the waters off. And we tried to guess where it would take us. And it took us to Greenland. Yeah, it does look like an Etch-a-Sketch. Totally. So then you can guess where the next place is going to be. Turn the page and warm up in. And we tried to figure out, are we going to warm up on an island? Are we going to warm up in the desert? It turned out you were going to warm up in the desert.
He did.
So there's an Etch-a-Sketch book for you. Follow the line around the world. Yeah, I thought that was cool. You guys probably know this series. I'll hold up 2 of them. We haven't had any Froggy books in the house for a while, but I love the Froggy series. We have Froggy Goes to Bed, Froggy Rides a Bike, there's Froggy Bakes a Cake, tons of Froggy. Froggy's kind of silly. I like Froggy. He reminds me of my friend Kristen, who lives in Pennsylvania, because she gave us our first Froggy book when my daughter, my 13-year-old, was like 6 or 7. So it always makes me think of her, and it's fun to bring, yeah, Amy, a little Froggy back into the house. All right, we really like Bill Pete. He wrote the one about the peacock. Can't come up. Can any of you remember? What am I thinking? What's the peacock one with the eye? The tail with the eye. This one I never read.
Mommy.
What?
He did, I think, the caboose got loose.
Oh, yeah, and the caboose one. The caboose got loose in the tree. Farewell to Shady Glade is all about this group of animals, and they're losing their home to the construction, and so they ride this train to try to find another place to live. This one is a little more commitment to read than a lot of the picture books I've shown, but it was fun. It was a nice story. I read it actually with my 6-year-old in Dunkin' Donuts, while the other 3 were at book club. I think I've shown some bat ones. Yeah, it's worth it, Lila. It's a nice one. Bill Pete's tend to be those longer picture books, but they're so nice. I like them all. You can just type in the author Bill Peet, P-E-E-T, and find a bunch. I love the bats. Bats at the library, bats at the beach, bats at the ball game. We did Bats at the Beach, and they are always lots of fun. And they are by Brian Lies. So any of the Bats books are lots of fun. This one was a random one called Moon Shadow's Journey, and it was very pretty. Yeah, the Bats books are great. And if he's obsessed with bats, it's a very fun one. This is all about the geese flying, but the illustrations were just really nice in this one. It's all about the grandfather. Yeah, I hear you on that, Shelley. Don't worry, these bats are a lot of fun in the Bats books. They party. I like pretty books too. And it's well done. I mean, isn't it pretty? I love pretty books. And unfortunately, the grandfather who leads the geese through the migration does die in the storm. And then the father takes over the flock. But, oh yeah, if you do watercolors, this is beautiful. it's just a beautiful picture book. This one is a picture book nominee for the North Carolina Children's Book Award, and it's called Some Bugs, and it rhymes. It's a pretty cover, and it is by Angela Dieterlizzi. I don't know how to say that. It was nice. It's cute. It's not scientific or informational, but it rhymes. So we were trying to figure out what the next bug would do. So you have some bugs sting, some bugs bite, some bugs stink, and then we tried to figure out what's going to rhyme with bite. And it was some bugs bite. But the nice thing is, for the nonfiction aspect of the book, it encourages you to find some bugs in your backyard. Yeah, look at all the bugs. In fact, is it Allison who's been doing all the great nature study stuff? No problem. Have fun at basketball. These are all the actual bugs in the book, and it tells you what kind of bug they are. So you can identify all the different... Yes, Allison's been doing it. This would be a perfect one for her to read with her kids. So you can look up all your bugs. Yeah, so it was nice. It's not too much. Oh, good luck. Good luck at all the sports stuff. I know it's Saturday. All right, my last three are all just quick. They're poetry books. So Jack Prolinsky, no problem. Definitely go on to your stuff. I did show Cork and Fuzz. My 6-year-old wanted to make sure I showed you Cork and Fuzz. It's Snowing, Winter Poems. This is an easy reader by one of our favorite poets, Jack Prolinsky. So it just took one of our favorite poets and put his some of his easier readers in bigger print and that kind of thing. Obviously, there's a theme here with a new reader in the house. This was fun. The old ladybug, fly away. Your house is on fire and your children... I don't know what the beginning is, but this is the entire poem, and your children are gone. Scranimals. I need to look that up, Lila. Was that in your book one? I only made it halfway through. I have to go to your catch. So this was nice. This is the entire ladybug poem. Yeah, fly away. Yeah, your house is on fire. Your children are gone. So I knew that line because I feel like that's a classic. Okay, it'll be in your Skip on Monday. I can't wait to see it. But it goes through the entire ladybug poem. And again, really sweet illustrations. It looked like when I was looking at it on Amazon for my blog, it looked like it was out of print. So it was one of those books that's like a penny. I don't know what the shipping is. Usually then it's $3.99. All right. And this is my last one. Firefly July. Loved this book. Okay. A year of very short poems. The nice thing is it's a variety of poets, well-known poets. Emily Dickinson, Carl Sandburg, Langston Hughes. They're all in here. Short poems sorted by season. And the illustrations are really fun too. So I still see cameras flying. So I'm going to leave that up there. Looks like everybody got it. You are welcome, ladies. So enjoy this one. Lots of good like collage artwork and stuff to look at. Short poems. Again, this is one I read with my 6-year-old while his siblings were at book club, and we both enjoyed it. So you'll get well-known poets in here. So a beautiful one. You're welcome. I look forward to seeing all your scopes this week. We are actually headed off. I have a busy 2 weeks, so I don't know how much I'll be around on Periscope. We are headed to Great Wolf Lodge tomorrow for 2 days. And then we are headed to Florida on Thursday for a few days to visit my parents. So I'll probably be doing more watching than I will be scoping, though I may do a little at Great Wolf.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
Goodbye. The kids say bye.
Bye. Bye. What? A package? Got a package.
Thanks.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Thanks all.
Oh.